Am I EasyTechVids or not? Well, obviously I am, so let's just get into it. I'm just going to talk about myself for about a minute. So, my name's James, so if you just want to call me by my first name on YouTube, I don't care. Or EasyTechVids, I don't care. Either one's fine. I love technology. I think it's awesome. They're really improving. A lot of companies are improving this stuff. Windows just came out with Windows 7. It's awesome. Mac came out with Snow Leopard. Still getting used to that, but still pretty good. And PS3, Xbox price drops. Everything's awesome right now. Problem is, bad economy. Not the best, but we'll live through it, right? That's what I always say. Alright, anyway. What do you expect from this channel? No illegal software. Everything is going to be freeware or just demos that I think you should check out. If you like the program, I would think you should buy it. I'm going to do those videos, but I need to spend like $30 on activating a demo that I downloaded because I really like the software. Problem is, I have Camtasia on my PC, but it doesn't work here, so you know what happens. I can't obviously put PC software on my Mac to record Mac OS X. So that's alright. Anyway, okay. Now let's get really into the video. I'm reviewing the iPod Touch 3rd generation. A little background. This is the 3rd installment in the series. They have the 1st gen, which is the fatter version of it, and the 2nd gen. This is pretty much just an updated version of the 2nd gen. But this is the 32 gig. It's my family's. I did not spend $300 on this. I recommend if you want to get the 3rd gen, get it as like a family gift. So like you don't have to spend $300 by yourself. And it might be easier to persuade your parents in order to buy it for you, just so they can use it every now and then. Alright, anyway. Just to compare it to the 2nd gen, Apple claims it's 1.5 times faster. I think that's a whole bunch of crap, because this thing is not 1.5 times faster. This thing is about 3 seconds faster in the boot up and a split second faster in the Wi-Fi, like going to google.com. It's a split second faster. Loading games, though, it's about 4 seconds faster. I mean, if you never use the 2nd gen, you're really not going to, well, I mean, if you use the 2nd gen, you're really not going to notice unless you have them both together. My brother has a 2nd gen, so I've did a side-by-side comparison. Yes, this is faster. Do I think you should spend $300 to buy a new iPod just for the little 5 seconds faster? No, do not buy this unless you really need an iPod Touch to get another one. Unless like your 2nd gen broke, do not buy this stuff. Now, just to say to people, if you're upgrading from the 2nd gen and you want to get another one, don't get the 8 gig one that's on the market right now. That is a 2nd gen, and I think this is like updated and patched and everything, so you're just ready to go. But it's 2nd gen. If you want to get a 3rd gen, which is slightly faster, I don't really care. Which 2nd and 3rd seem the same to me. 3rd gen only comes with 32 and 64, which is kind of annoying, but you don't really need 64 unless you have like 5 people in your family that has like 2,000 songs on their iTunes each. So, yeah, I don't think so. At that point, you probably should just have your own iPod, but because then by that point you have 10,000 songs, and that would probably waste up half the memory on that iPod, and every person's probably gonna want to listen to it. Anyway, the boot up, it's not that fast. Just hold this button right here if you're new to it, or looking at this video just to see what it's like. It will do the Apple symbol for, I don't know, 15 seconds. I don't count. I never really turn this thing off. Or I really never really use it, actually, because my brother hogs it all the time. Still booting up. Now you come to the screen, just slide it over, and you get the basic apps page at the beginning if it's your first time doing it. And then if you go over to the left, you get a search thing to search your iPod for music or apps if you have a ton of apps. Then if you slide back over, you get your main page again. If you can just continue to go over, you have as many slides as many apps as you have. You probably only have one if you just started out. And the way you access your music, unless you're stupid, you should probably figure this out, but they have a music page, and they have a video page, and then they have the internet and the app store at the bottom. So those are all of your important apps. The App Store, the apps range from $1 to $30. My brother's in med school, and he didn't have to, but he bought $120 worth of apps because they're an anatomy stuff, which really help him because they have like 10,000 labeling things and help him study for quizzes. So that's always good. Now, the really shining point I think of this is that I never really experimented with the second gen that much, but I never played a video on that before. But this thing is amazing. This might be the first or the second first gens, but look how fast this thing boots up. Clicked on it, and boom. Look at that. It's like a split second. It takes like computer longer to buffer that. Even our new Mac, which is 3.2 gigahertz with 4 gigs of RAM, that's a desktop. Not running anything else takes longer to boot it up. So, goes to show that Apple took care of this. Now, the headphones that came with it, normal head earbuds, not much. The only difference really is that they have this little clicker thing here, up and down on the volume if you don't want to touch the iPod. And it's also a microphone if you're recording voice memos. Yeah, so I do not recommend getting this unless you desperately need an upgrade. For whatever reason, I just don't think you should buy it if you have a second gen, because second gens only came out a while last year, and they're still just as good as this thing, just might be a tiny bit slower. I didn't think about it. Probably overall, you might have wasted 15 minutes in your life after this iPod, after the second gen breaks. So I mean, 15 minutes. What could you do in that? Eat a sandwich? Do a Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 match? I mean, really, it's really not much. And plus, you're probably listening to music at the same time, so that time's gonna go really quick. I can't snap. That really annoys me. Overall, I'm just gonna rate the second gen real quick. I would give it a 9.0 for the second gen if I got the second gen, and I would give this a 9.2 because it loads up movies pretty fast. The price isn't too high, but it's still up there. I'll give it that, and also the one thing that really annoys me about this is that if you get the 8 gig, it's not third gen. Like, why? Why would they still make the second gen? Anyway. Oh yeah, one super important note. Like, if you get an iPod, you need to get this. Get a screen protector when you're at the store. If you're at the Apple store, then wait. Don't take out your iPod. Buy the iPod if you're at the Apple store. Then go home. Then go straight to your computer. Ask your parents if you're not old enough to have an eBay account. I'm not old enough, so I have to ask my brother. Go on there. Get a screen protector that works with the third generation. Buy it. Don't take it out of the house until you put that screen protector on. Do not put it in your pocket until you put that on. And please, please, please do not buy cases at the Apple store because they're $30. You can buy just the hardened cases off eBay for not $15, $10 at most, and you can get some of them for $2. Buy it now with free shipping. I mean, come on. 30 compared to 2. You save $28, so do that. Apple brand stuff is way too expensive. Unless you're getting like an application at the Apple store, do not buy anything at the Apple store. Alright, this is EasyWayTechVids out. Check out my channel, which isn't really much on it right now at this point. But, yeah. Rate, comment, subscribe. Tell friends about me if you like my videos. Drop by my channel. I don't have a website, sadly. I'm not paying for a host website to sponsor my website, but whatever. I'll check you guys out later. Peace out.